Hey everyone, what's going on? Greg here again from Team Blast. So I have an HVAC local SEO client. They have their best Google Map rankings ever for their company for HVAC and related keywords. I'm going to share what I do for them. Maybe this might spark some ideas what you guys can do for your business to get more leads, more bookings, more phone calls, more website clicks, and more customers as well. So to start, let's just pretend we're in Google search, and I'm using my laptop for this example. You search for HVAC. Google usually displays the map pack listing very high within the results. This is known as the share of local voice or the map pack. Google only displays three organic map pack listings here. This is where you want to be. This gets the majority of the clicks, website clicks, scheduled bookings, direction requests, and if you're on your phone, calls directly to your business. So within Local Falcon, this is the tool that I use for my clients. I can run heat map scans anywhere. So I'm based in New York, but my client here is out in Colorado, and I can run heat map scans exactly where their location is. So I get an unbiased view of exactly where they rank. And what I care most about is dots 1 through 3. Those are the green dots. That means they're directly on Google search in the map pack. Again, that's what gets most of the phone calls for their business. Now, how does Google Map Search fill in with this? So, if you search for HVAC and you go to Google Maps Search, you're going to get all the listings over here. And that's actually what you'll come to expect when you use the Google Map app on your iPhone or your Android device. And if you go back into this heat map, basically dots 4 plus, so the light green all the way to dark red, those listings only show up on Google Map Search. They don't appear on the Google search. That three map pack listings, they only appear on Google Map Search. This is why you want to flip more dots green. So before I get into the exact tips, I want to share there's other keywords as well that are improving outside of just simply HVAC with HVAC contractor. Other ones I didn't include, but they tell the same story. The hockey stick effect that's taking place are HVAC near me, HVAC company, HVAC services. Basically, the higher up we're getting for share of local voice. So when the line graph keeps increasing, my client's going to be on page 1 of Google search specifically for these keywords, leads to more high quality impressions, website clicks, bookings, phone calls, and customers for them. Okay, so here are some tips to rank better on Google. My recommendation to everyone is to use Local Falcon to get a baseline metric. So I talk to a lot of clients or even potential clients of mine, and they'll say, hey, if I search for a keyword directly at my location, like immigration exam or locksmith or dentist near me, I show up. But with the Local Falcon scan, I can say, okay, but if we expand that to, let's say, a 2 mile radius or a 5 mile radius or a 15 mile radius, this is where you drop off, which is why it's most important for us to really focus on that baseline share of local voice number and say, this is where we're at. What if we got to 10% more or 15% more? What would that do for my business? Next, review the competitor list and look for gaps. So gaps can be things like how many reviews they have, secondary categories that they have on their profile. But also gaps can be two things like how often are they posting? They have social media accounts like TikTok and Instagram. These are gaps that you may want to look at for your business. The third is to report any competitors that violate Google's quality guidelines. So there's a lot of that for different industries. So for example, keyword stuff in your name, running your company out of a virtual office or a PO box. These are just common examples of how different competitors might be trying to take advantage to rank better. You have to report them directly to Google because otherwise it's going to impact your business. Make changes to your Google business profile account. Changes are things like adding photos, secondary categories, doing updates, questions and answers, getting reviews. I also have that as the next bullet point, posting regular photos and updates. These are just things you want to make as a freshness. Freshness is a ranking factor when it comes to Google business, also Bing and Apple as well, but we're just going to focus on Google. You got to have an updated and active profile that shows that there is activity happening there, and therefore it might be showing up a little bit higher compared to dormant profiles. Next is get reviews and respond to them on Google. So you want to obviously be encouraging people to leave reviews, but you want to respond to them in a detailed manner. So don't just say thank you. Say something like, for an HVAC company, you could say, hey, we're happy that we were able to assist with your HVAC project, or anything else like that. Get a little bit more specific. It might even help with dwell time for people to be reading those reviews. Bonus tip, get reviews outside of Google. So Facebook, Yelp, Foursquare, TripAdvisor, whatever else you can get listed on outside of just Google reviews. That's also going to help as well, give a little more credit and also a little bit more trustworthiness when it comes to people are seeing more reviews online about your business. Next, create landing pages on your website for your services. So again, sticking with HVAC, you might want to say things like commercial HVAC, residential HVAC. You could do things around, like, let's say, furnace repair, furnace heating, furnace tune-up, AC repair, AC tune-up, AC replacement. A lot of different keywords. Have those as specific landing pages. That really helps give the connection between your profile and your website. Next, add local schema markup directly to your website. I have a video about that. It's going to help give more context for Google and also Bing to know more about your business. And then finally, keep running local Falcon heat map scans on a weekly basis. And you want to see a line graph like this, your initial scan. And then if you're improving your rank based on all the changes that I've kind of outlined, you should start to see more phone calls, more website clicks, more bookings, and potentially even more customers as well. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. Let me know if you have any questions. And as always, have a good rest of your day.